Hi, Mike from RunPhys.com. Today I want to conclude our three-part series on core strength. Now, previous videos covered basic core strengthening exercises, then advanced core exercises, and today we're going to call them expert level core strengthening exercises. It's important that you can do the basic movements and keep good stability in order for you to progress to higher level activities. All too often we attempt higher level strengthening activities, wanting our abs to look great and want to be able to do the same exercises that the Olympians do. But if we don't have a good basic fundamental groundwork of core strength, then to try to do those higher level activities, you're going to make yourself compensate, which can lead to injuries and can lead to inefficiencies. So the exercises I'm going to show you today are definitely at a higher level, so please ensure you're at a good fitness level that you can attempt these appropriately. Let's jump right into them. The first exercise you're going to do is you're going to get into a push-up position. You want to make sure that your hips start out in a neutral position, but we're going to be moving back and forth from there. So in the push-up position, you're going to jump your feet out to the sides and back in. Out to the sides and back in. And as you do that, you want to let your hips drop below neutral. You want to make sure that you're not arching your back too much, but that you're actually using your hips to control this. Next, you're going to jump your feet side to side together, letting the same principles apply as far as letting your hips drop below neutral and come back up. Feet jumping side to side. You do each of those about 15 to 20 times, making sure that your hips are doing the work and not your low back. Second exercise, you're going to get into a side plank position, propped up on an elbow. And what you do from there is you want to make sure that your hips are in a neutral position, not going forward or backward, as that can lead to bad habits. What you do is you'll bridge up, and as you bridge up, you're going to swing your top leg up towards the ceiling. Again, being very, very careful to keep your hips in neutral position. So you're going to bridge up, swing that leg up, and after a few reps, you're also going to, in the up position, kick your leg forward and backward. Again, making very certain that your hips are staying in a neutral position. You don't want your hips to rotate or drop forward or backward, as this can lead to bad habits. Now, that exercise is very important for maintaining proper alignment during the loading to pushing off phases of gait. Very, very critical for running form and proper efficiency. Lastly, we're going to do a series of exercises that really target the vertical component of core strength that we need to run properly. So what you're going to do is grab some sort of an object. It may weigh 5, 10 pounds, maybe even 15 pounds if you're feeling ambitious. And you're going to get into a lunge position. You're going to hold that object off to the side, extend it out as far as you can comfortably, and you're going to jump up and down, going back and forth with your feet. So if you start with your left foot forward, you're going to go right foot forward as you jump, then back to the left foot and back and forth. You're going to switch to the other side and repeat. After doing that, you're going to go overhead with the object and then tilt to one side and do the same jumping back and forth motion as you are essentially doing jumping lunges. Then you're going to tip the other side and repeat the jumping lunges again. Now, that last exercise, it's helpful to do it before you run for brief periods of time to fire up your core muscles. But if you're doing a very specific core workout, then do it for 30 seconds, possibly up to a minute for each of those directions, depending on your level of fitness and your level of core strength. So those three progressions of exercises are really going to work your core at a very high level. Again, it's important to make sure you have the groundwork of the more basic stuff that we covered in the previous videos. But if you can do those ones, the ones we covered today, with good technique, that's really going to dial your core in to make sure that it's working efficiently and helping you become a better runner. So give those a try, have fun with them, and let me know how they go.